Published 0340 EDT, the 15th of August 2017. Updated 0403 EDT, the 15th of August 2017. An estate agent feared she was pregnant when she started leaking breast milk, only to discover it was a rare symptom of a brain tumor. Jessica Buck was just 18 when she was diagnosed with prolactinoma, a tumor on the pituitary gland at the base of the brain. In late 2011, the growth was causing an overproduction of prolactin, the hormone which stimulates milk production after childbirth. Jessica had just started sixth form when she began experiencing a catalog of worrying symptoms, which include feeling exhausted, dizzy and suffered headaches. But the most worrying symptom for Jessica, now 24, of Carterton, Oxfordshire, was the milky fluid that leaked from her breasts every few days. Jessica Buck was diagnosed with a tumor on the pituitary gland at the base of her brain. She said, "I had to put tissue in my bra. I was working part-time as a retail assistant and kept going to the bathroom, realizing that my bra was damp. There was white, milky fluid coming from my breasts. I thought that was something that only happened to pregnant women." The former estate agent, pictured on her 18th birthday, left when she was first told the shocking news. Jessica tries to get the most of out life despite her symptoms, pictured right enjoying her 21st. "I started to put cotton wool pads or tissues inside my bra, which was embarrassing, as I was constantly trying to hide it. I spoke to my mum and asked, 'Is this normal?' She sent me straight to the doctor. I didn't know what to think. Reluctant to have brain surgery when blood tests were inconclusive, she was sent for an MRI scan at Churchill Hospital, Oxford, which revealed a non-cancerous pea-sized tumor on her pituitary gland, which is often referred to as the master gland, because it controls several of the other hormone glands. When I heard the words brain and tumor in the same sentence, I barely listened to anything else. I was thinking about something much more sinister, so I did get quite upset," said Jessica, who lives with her mother, dental receptionist Jen, 48, father, gardener Phil, 56, and sisters Sophie, 18, and Hannah, 22. "I was with my mum and she was just as shocked. We got home and talked about it and started to do some research." Jessica was told that her options were either to have surgery, or to take medication to control her symptoms and reduce the size of the tumor. The keen fundraiser, pictured with her mother Jen and father Phil, who she lives with Jessica with her parents and two sisters Sophie, 18, and Hannah, 22. Reluctant to have brain surgery, Jess decided to try medication first. She was prescribed cabergoline, which blocks prolactin secretion from the pituitary gland, and, quickly, her symptoms became more controlled. Fertility worries now. She still experiences some symptoms such as headaches and nausea, but much less frequently than before her diagnosis. After 3 years on medication, Jessica tried to stop the tablets, with the help of her medical team, in 2015. But when all her symptoms returned and the tumor started to grow again, she decided to resume her treatment. Although Jessica now feels like her condition is under control, she does worry about what it will mean in the future. She said, "A few months after the diagnosis, I was told that prolactinoma can cause fertility problems. I was so young when I was diagnosed that babies weren't really on my radar, but I have always wanted to be a mum. It is something that is so important to me. I was told that we would cross that bridge when we came to it. I have looked online and lots of people have said that they have the condition and have gone on to have kids, which is great. I am worried that if I was pregnant, I couldn't take the tablet and that might cause the tumor to grow, making me ill again. There are different medications that aren't as effective, but I would really have to work with my team and have a plan in place before trying to get pregnant. Living life to the full for now, Jessica is determined not to let her condition get her down and to make the most of life. Last year, she even gave up her job as an estate agent to travel the world. The young woman is living life to max despite her tumor, traveling the world and fundraising. The 24-year-old with Jay Shepard, senior fundraising manager at the Pituitary Foundation. "I quit my job last summer and I haven't looked back," she said. "I went to the US for a month by myself and did all sorts of high-energy stuff like whitewater rafting in Colorado, flying in a helicopter over the Grand Canyon, and speedboating in Miami. There was the odd day when I didn't feel great, but the adrenaline got me through it. I have been around Europe this year and I just make sure I am home when I have an important appointment. I write about it for my blog and I'm determined to have visited 25 countries before I turn 25 in January." Jessica has recently become an ambassador for the Pituitary Foundation, which is a national support and information organization for pituitary patients, their families, friends and carers. To follow Jessica's blog, visit here. 1 in 10 brain tumors is on the pituitary gland, a pea-sized gland that sits just below the brain. The type Ms. Gladwin has is a prolactinoma, a benign non-cancerous, slow-growing tumor. The pituitary gland is responsible for controlling many of the other endocrine glands in the body, such as the thyroid and adrenal glands. It also makes important hormones such as growth hormone and prolactin, which stimulates the production of breast milk. Symptoms: many pituitary tumors exist for years without causing symptoms, and some never do. If the tumor is large, over 10 millimeters, it may press on the optic nerve and cause headaches and visual problems. Most are under 10 millimeters in size. The most common type of pituitary adenoma is non-functioning, meaning it stops the gland from producing one or more of its hormones. Alternatively, a tumor may begin to generate in excess of a hormone. Who gets them? Benign brain tumors can affect people of any age, although they're more likely over 50. Around 4,300 are diagnosed each year in the UK. Possible causes include genetic conditions and previous radiotherapy to the head. Treatment and recovery: diagnosis is made using a blood test, then a CT or MRI scan. Very few pituitary prolactinoma need surgery, as they often can be shrunk using medication. Drugs called dopamine agonists are used to reduce the amount of prolactin produced. Prolactin levels usually fall to normal within a few weeks. Symptoms subside and the tumor starts to shrink.